What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fan, 49er gang? This is your boy Niner Gang Podcast back in the building with another video. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so I can keep you up to date with any and everything San Francisco 49ers. With that being said, let's get right on into it, man. We got the W, baby. We got the motherfucking W. That's what we was talking about. That's what we wanted. Give me just a sec. Give me a second. Trying to make sure everybody can come hang out with your boy. Yeah. Busy. Let's see. Yeah, man. So look, this was one of the most great games that I got a chance to watch. A lot of things to get into. I'll give you my play-by-play. There was a couple of things that I had to take a look at and see if, these things were true. I was working the other day, so I did not get a chance to watch the game in full until I got home. But when I got home, I was tired, so I went ahead, went to sleep, woke up this morning, took a look at the game, watched everything. So I'm gonna give you all my play-by-play, give you all my expert opinion, so to speak, on how things work and what happened, what didn't happen. We'll be taking a look at a few things here and there. What's going on, Mom? Cowboy Angel in the building. Chris Hansen in the building. My dog, Roy Boy. Yes. Oh, it did feel so good. Yes, sir. Hey, man, that was a close game just now with the Bills and the Dolphins. I didn't expect much when it came down to that because I expected Skylar Thompson to look like shit. But good Lord, coming down to the wire, it is insanity. But I went ahead and threw the link out to some of my boys because I know they're going to be doing a show eventually. But I got my homeboy in here, B-Dub, into his house. What's going on with you, man?
What's up, D? How's it going?
I'm good, man. B-Dub, I thought you said you had to go and hang out with your uncle or somebody. It's somebody's birthday today?
That was last night.
Oh, that was last night. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried to do a show last night.
Yeah, man. So I threw the link in the group chat, man. They'll, I put it in there specifically for Lefty because I know he wanted to go. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe he may or may not show up. I don't know. But yeah, man, this was a crazy game. What did he say?
He said that he was going to come in.
Okay, good. Yeah. This was a crazy game, bro. So I'm gonna do like my little play-by-play. If you hear something and you're like, nah, I didn't see it that way, interrupt me and I'll stop. Because I try to usually do rapid fire with it. It don't take long. It takes me probably 5-10 minutes at max. But it's good to have you here, bro. I'm so happy you won. I know you were able to catch it and watch it, man. I watched the first two drives before I left. I literally pushed to the last second before I had to go so I wouldn't be late and my sister wouldn't be mad. But, bro, I was first drive, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Why? Why did you miss JJ? And when they replayed it, it's like if you hit him coming out of his break, that's a TD.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it was that. And then I saw the second drive where we scored. So I was like, cool, and then I pray to God we don't play on Saturday next week again because I got to work again and I don't want to miss another damn playoff. I really pray to God that they put us on fucking Sunday, and help me out here. Or at least give us an early game. You know what I'm saying? Because I work later in the evenings and, the games always start late. But either way, y'all, I'm going to get right on into it. Yeah, Chris, they were definitely dropping balls early in the game, bro. Miami receivers looking rough. But I'm definitely going to be reporting on all of the games. Man, shout out to my boy AC the Barber. I'm so sorry, bro, that y'all wound up losing to the Jags on that last-minute field goal, man. But it was crazy. They was out there. Duval. They was on, bro. They were on. They were on top of it. Hey, there's the homie, man, Rod Cali 247. He's becoming very popular in our Niner circles. Got a couple people bringing him on here and there. I like it. He said, don't it feel good? We get to chill and not have to worry about the rest of the weekend. We do. We get to chill, man. But the cool thing is, at the same time, we still got a lot of football. And we got to pay attention because I think the Giants and the Minnesota just about ready to kick off. They pushed them back because of the Bills game.
Yeah, they already started, and Minnesota's up 7-0 already.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So we win a toss and defer the kickoff. So the first defensive drive was a 3-and-out for the Seahawks, which was awesome. And Armstead had a sack. First offensive drive. First play, Purdy in the shotgun, fake handoff to CMC, throws for Debo, who was wide open, but I have no idea where Purdy was throwing that ball. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, hits BA for a first down, 19-yard gain. If y'all don't know who BA is, obviously it's Brandon Ayuk. Next play, Purdy under center, toss to Debo for a big gain, 14 yards. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, fake handoff. Had a big play to Juwan Jennings in the end zone, but missed him. Should have been a PI for face guarding the receiver that wasn't called. So, did you feel like that was that pass interference?
I thought it was.
Bro, like he's literally, you can't face guard a receiver. Like it's in the rule book. Like it's right there. And I'm looking at the back judge like, I know you just saw this. The fuck is you doing? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we saying? You know what I'm saying?
The rest
they'll probably announce it tomorrow, Chris, because they're gonna wait for the final of the Cowboys and Bucks game. So I believe they're probably gonna announce it tomorrow. Let's see. He said Purdy said the ball slipped out of his hands on the first pass. It had to, because that ball sailed. Like it went nowhere near Debo, like nowhere. Hey, Bashar, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up, Bashar?
But yeah, man, it was definitely a great thing. I know everybody had fun, man. It was like victory shots on NBN and everything last night. But bro, I got home like, I want to say about 11:15. I was tired. I'm like, hell no, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
But it's so the next thing is once again, also upon replay, if Purdy lets the ball go when JJ comes out of his break, that's a TD. He let it go late. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, pass to Debo in the flat for 7 yards. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun. Pass was for Juwan Jennings, but looks like Purdy didn't let the route develop properly. Juwan Jennings never saw the ball coming, and it was well behind him. It was almost, picked off by Barton. Fourth down, Robbie Gould kicks the field goal. So the second defensive drive. So with the defensive drives, if you guys are noticing, I'm not going into every single play. I'm just kind of giving you key things that happened on those drives, if they did. So the second defensive drive, Gibson had a sack. It was another 3-and-out for Seattle, so that's awesome. Second offensive drive, Purdy in the shotgun handoff to CMC for a huge 66-yard gain.
I was excited. I was yelling at my screen. I was like, "Go, go, go!"
Bro, like, and you know what I'm thinking? If he just had that Maserati speed, he'd have been touchdown. Let's touchdown, automatic.
Yep.
That's probably the only thing about CMC. He doesn't have home run speed, but he's awesome. He's awesome all around, bro. That was like the big highlight that I did get to see before I had to leave. The blocking was amazing. And just like I said right now, if CMC had that Mostert speed, it would have been TD. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, hand off to Mitchell, who gets swaddled up in the backfield by Nwosu. Loss of yards. Next play, Purdy on the center pass to Mitchell, first and goal. Next play, Purdy under center, handoff to Mitchell, goes nowhere. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, TD pass to CMC. Third off, go ahead.
Real quick. So when I saw that, and after Purdy made that throw to CMC for the TD, I was like, Jimmy would have been sacked by then.
Oh, yeah. We all know this.
I was like, you don't see Jimmy doing that at all.
This is automatic. This is completely automatic, bro. Like you know how this works. Like the crazy thing is, and I just want to make sure I'm clear when I say this. People knock a lot of us as content creators for when we say that Jimmy can't do certain things. because some people want to be like, oh, well, if he's on the team, you should root for him. I root for everybody that's on the team. But when you just can't do some shit, you just can't do some shit.
Exactly.
I'm sorry you're not mobile enough and you don't have enough wiggle in your, in your body to get out of certain situations, but you fucking don't. I'm not about to sit up here and make an excuse for you. Sorry, you just don't have it.
Yep.
But give me a sec, man. What the heck? No internet connection. This thing is definitely tripping. I got all the internet in the world. I don't know. Anyway, so where was I? All right. So third defensive drive. Defense gave up a TD to Kenneth Walker, and our problem on this drive not getting off the field on third down. We let them convert one too many times. Like that drive, bro. That's exactly what was going on. It was ridiculous how that happened, man. Just continual drive after like it was like third down. All right, we got him. No, we don't. But I got the other homie in here. Lefty
there he is
in the building. What's going on, Christian?
Get this light on, guys. There we go.
There we go. I'm about to say, man, he over here in the dark. Lefty looked like he's stuck in a scary movie and shit. And he live in Utah, so he knows some crazy shit happening out there.
Dude, it's snowing like a son bitch right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good out here in Arizona, man. It's just cold as hell. It was raining earlier. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Go Niners.
What's up, buddy?
That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Yes, sir.
Say
Hey,
bang
guys.
bang Niner gang.
So far, Daniel Jones looks
Yes, sir.
looks good.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Brandon bringing in the family, raise him up right. Keep him with the Niners.
Bro, Daniel Jones with a stiff arm for the first down right now.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going through the plays right now, Lefty. I was telling Brandon if he kind of hears something and he wants to say something, just kind of stop me and I'll stop. But I'm just gonna run through those real quick. All right. So the third offensive drive, Purdy under center, fake handoff to CMC. Purdy rolls out to his left on the bootleg and hits BA for a nice chunk of yardage in the first down. The next play, Purdy's handoff to CMC got blown up in the backfield by number 95 for the Hawks. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, can't find anyone open, takes it himself and runs for the first down. The next play, Purdy is in the shotgun, fake handoff to CMC, throws deep, looks like miscommunication on the play between Purdy and Ayuk. The ball is almost picked on the overthrow. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, pass to Kittle for a first down. Then the next play, Purdy passed to CMC for first down. Next play, Purdy under center, tossed to CMC for no gain. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun gets sacked by Bruce Irvin. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, delayed handoff to CMC for a few yards. We kick a field goal. We are up 13-7. The fourth defensive drive, Seattle scores on a big play by DK. Mooney got beat on that one, so Seattle goes up 14-13. The fourth offensive drive, first play, Purdy under center, fake handoff to CMC, hits Debo in the flat, who makes a small play, but Neal from the Seahawks holds on to his ankle. And even when the play was over, no flag. The next play, Purdy under center, handoff to CMC for a few yards. Next play, Purdy in a shotgun pass to Debo, way behind him, knocked down by a Seahawks linebacker. Next play is a punt by Mitch Wisnowski, but we got flagged for a false start. We still kicked it. And then the fifth defensive drive for us, we forced the Seahawks to punt. Fifth offensive drive for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. First play is Purdy under center, CMC in motion to the left, drops back his BA for a huge gain and a first down. Next play, Purdy is shotgun flushed out of the pocket. No one was open, so he threw it away. The next play, Purdy in the shotgun pass to Jawan Jennings. Looked like more miscommunication there, incomplete. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun pass to Debo, first down. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun threw it away, had immediate pressure. Also had to escape the sack. Next play, Purdy in shotgun rolls to his left, throws it away again. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun. Wanted Debo on a deep pass, but DB Jackson was right there to knock the ball down, so it's incomplete. Probably go kicks another field goal, and we're up 16-14. 6 defensive drive. To start, we kick off. We can do a little pooch kick to try to a squib kick. My bad. That's what it's called.
Made
Squib
no
kick.
sense whatsoever.
Yeah, no, we did the squib kick because we were trying to run time off the clock, but it gave them good field position. And the first play, they tried what looks like a Hail Mary, but Geno didn't have enough time, so he got out of the pocket and slid. But here's the play of the game for me. It was the stupidest penalty ever by Jimmy Ward. I understand. Listen to me, Jimmy. I get that you don't want to play the slot. I understand you want your starting spot at safety back. Don't do dumb shit like this. You do not need to go and hit him. You saw him sliding. Don't hit him. Run up, put a hand on him, he's down. Plus, by him sliding, he's giving himself up anyway, and he can't get up and move forward. That was a dumbass penalty. And what happens? We go down in the half, 17-14, because Jimmy, because Jimmy Ward can't contain himself.
Hey,
17-16.
I saw something that like Jimmy was quoted saying, like, if I get a chance to pop the quarterback, I'm popping the quarterback.
Yeah, but why? Don't pop the quarterback at detriment.
Stupid.
Yeah, don't pop the quarterback at detriment to your own team.
I agree.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Once again, really quick, that was everything for the first half. But the issue is, my mom is in the chat. She says she likes you because you're left-handed as well. So it's everybody is, my mom's left-handed, I'm left-handed, and so is Christian. So, but let's take a look at the second.
That's
half.
why she likes me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Lefties.
Yes. It's a lefty thing, man. We're very intelligent. We're intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? People always hate because we're smart, and some people aren't. So we can't help that.
Relax, okay, relax.
See, right-handed people say shit like that.
Exactly.
So the second half, man, we get the ball. 6th offensive drive. First play, Purdy under center, fake handoff to CMC. Pass to Juice for 6 yards. Next play, Purdy under center. Hand off to CMC for 3 yards. Next play, Purdy under center. BA in motion. QB sneak, first down. Next play, Purdy under center. Hand off to CMC. No gain. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun. Big play to Kittle. First down, 23 yards. Next play, Purdy under center. Toss to Mitchell for 4 yards. Next play, Purdy under center. Hand off to Mitchell for a loss of yards, and Mosu was unblocked and blew that play up easily. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun pass to Debo for a first down. Next play, number 27 twisted his ankle when he got up. Once again, no flag for the BS. So y'all talk to me because this is like several times in a game where they did this shit, but I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I did hear there was a little bit of a, everybody coming off the sidelines, to Debo's defense. What happened with that? Y'all let me know what happened.
You want to go, Brandon? You want me to do it?
Go ahead, Christian.
So what happened is, like, he had Debo's leg and held onto it as he like stood up, and the camera doesn't fully show, like, what the angle of the camera was at. It doesn't fully show what he did. But he apparently like twisted Debo's leg. So Debo got up, or his first reaction was looking at the ref like, "Yo, where's the flag?" And then Debo was pissed. So instead of getting in trouble, he was starting to walk off the field, and that's when he noticed the rest of his teammates having his back. And getting pissed and stuff. So like he kind of went back over there, but he walked away without getting himself in any trouble, because you could tell he was pissed. Dude, he had both hands in a fist as he was walking away because he was a little bit hurt too. I think it kind of rattled his leg a little bit, but he ended up being fine because he had that big touchdown later on in the game. But they kind of did us a favor, because after that, dude, this team turned it on. Dude.
It lit a fire underneath their asses.
It pissed him off, and then from then on, it was fucking over.
Yeah, and Debo did say that it did hurt a little bit, but that's why he laid there for a while, because he didn't want to aggravate anything.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. So that's the recap, because I know everybody was talking about it, and he talked about it after the game. I didn't get a chance to really see, but thank y'all for cluing me into what happened. So the next play, Purdy in the shotgun, handoff to CMC for 7 yards. Next play, Purdy under center, hand off to CMC for 2 yards. Next play, Purdy under center, hand off to CMC, first and goal. Next play, Purdy under center, hand off to CMC, who gets to the goal line but not in. Next play, Purdy under center, QB sneak, touchdown, 23-17 Niners.
To be fair, CMC, that was a touchdown. Kyle just didn't challenge it. That was a touchdown.
He didn't get in. The ball didn't break the plane.
Yes, it did. 100% it did, bro.
Okay.
It definitely, like, you could see before they even showed us a replay, it was a touchdown.
Okay.
Kyle never even they never even like thought about challenging it for whatever reason, but then like it was so quick, and then Purdy got the touchdown from the QB sneak. So, but yeah, at first there was no like it was. I thought for sure Kyle would challenge the play because it was 100% a touchdown. Okay. So I felt bad because like it took TMC's touchdown away from him, but it was kind of cool too because it gave Purdy another touchdown. So
it did, man. Hey, that QB sneak for the TD was nice, dumb nice.
It was my favorite. That was like my favorite part of the game was, now that he got that extra touchdown, he had 4 touchdowns, and it's like he has as many touchdowns as Lombardi's Lord and Savior's had his whole playoff career with the 49ers. So
that's funny. So the 7th defensive drive, Seahawks had 2 penalties on this drive. Bosa recovers the forced fumble by Omenihu. This is a great stop as the Hawks were in the red zone when this occurred. 7th offensive drive. First play, Purdy in the shotgun, pass to Debo, first down. Next play, Purdy under center, handoff to CMC for 9 yards. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun with Debo in the motion with CMC and Juice on his left and right side. Handoff to CMC for a nice run for a first down. Next play, Purdy under center, toss to CMC, goes nowhere, bet in the backfield by like several Seahawks players. And that's the end of the third quarter. Next play, Purdy under center, fake handoff to Elijah Mitchell. Play action, big play to Jawan Jennings, first and goal. Next play, Purdy under center, drops back, immediate pressure, and has to get rid of it. Next play, Purdy in shotgun, Juice in motion, fake handoff to CMC. Purdy escapes the pressure, finds Mitchell wide open and scores. And he scores. TD Niners were up 31-17 with the converted 2-point conversion to George Kittle.
Yeah, Dion.
Yeah.
That play to Mitchell was 100% all because of Purdy, dude. He had like full on evaded the rush and moved around in the pocket until Mitchell came open and he saw him and hit him, and it was just Mitchell walked right in. But it was all Purdy. Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Hey, Roy Boy said Purdy came up with 40 fantasy points. That's a damn good look. Dang, Brandon, what the fuck just happened, bro?
The crazy thing is,
bro.
Hold on, well, dude,
hey,
look, the crazy thing is, Jesus Christ. Chris just said that in the chat. He said that earlier in the chat. He was like, Vikings go choke. I will definitely go ahead, and once I find a way to start setting up merch, Chris, I will let you know, bro. I definitely will. I have not done that yet, but I got to work with some people and get it figured out. Hey, Paul's in the building. What's up, Paul? Let's see here. So the 8th defensive drive, flag on the Seahawks for holding, another flag for false start, another Seahawks flag. They had to punt. Penalties killed them on their 8th drive. That was like pathetic. They just kept screwing themselves. Like that was that one where they zeroed in on like Geno's face, and he was like ripping his O lineman. Like, what are you doing? Basically that happened to him. So the 8th offensive possession, first play, Purdy in the shotgun, CMC motion, fake handoff, quick pass to Debo for about 1 to 2 yards. Next play, Purdy in the center half, fake handoff, rolls out to his left, finds Debo for a huge gain, and a TD with great blocking from BA, 74-yard touchdown pass. 38-17, the Niners are up.
So,
bro.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
So Fred Warner actually brought this up in his interview after the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you don't see receivers like that blocking the way BA did.
You don't see receivers like that blocking in any way in any other team because that's what we require.
Yep.
I've always said this: the greatest blocking receiver ever in life that I've ever seen in my days watching football was Hines Ward. He was a monster. Like if anybody in this chat has never seen Hines Ward block, it's unfortunate for whoever he's blocking. Put it like that.
I mean, they made changed.
Yeah, I was about to say,
They changed the rule. They changed the rules, like straight up changed the rules.
They do, yeah.
For what receivers can do because of Hines Ward was such a nasty blocker. Dude.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm talking about, like, okay. So just remember the era we're talking about, people, is when football was football.
Hey, let's be honest. If we asked the bus who his favorite teammate was, it's gotta be fucking Hines Ward, dude. Because the bus could be coming around the edge, whatever it is, dude, and just. We're just gonna be seeing Hines Ward flying in front of them, knocking some motherfucker out.
If I saw Hines Ward in front of me, I know I'm getting some extra yards.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! He was an absolute monster. And the crazy thing that I always thought was cool about Hines Ward, because he's one of the few, like before like the kickers came in, like I would say probably the greatest Asian American player ever to play in the NFL.
Hines?
About it. Yeah, because he's half Asian, right? Half Asian, half
Is
black.
he?
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure he's like.
I mean, the way he looks, you can tell he definitely looks like he's.
I'm pretty sure he's like half Asian American, like he's half Asian, half black. But
okay, I didn't know.
Before him,
you remember we was talking about that last time, Brandon?
Yeah,
like trying to dig deep and figure out, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, and for the people out there, if you really know that this is that dude is of that heritage, own that shit. Run with it, man. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Own it and run with it, bro. If you know Hines Ward truly have if you see that, you look and be like, hey, man, look, for my people, that's my dog. He was in the NFL. He made it. So it gives it. Edgar Descali, what's going on, man?
Yeah, he's half Korean.
There it is. So, hey, I think that's like 2, because isn't
Kyler Murray.
What about the dude, the kicker from the for the Falcons?
He's full Korean. Kung
Yu,
like Kung Yu or something.
But he's full Korean though, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, y'all. Hey, that's.
But
that's
before
cool.
him, I think Hines was the first.
Well, hey, man,
I'm pretty sure he's the first.
This is what I'm talking about. People, be happy about it. Own it. So let's
Hines
get back
was
to
badass. I loved watching that guy play, dude.
Oh man, I loved it. Yeah, Hines Ward. He was an awesome receiver, great blocker, great person. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at that. So yeah, that we just got up that big play from Debo. Oh man, when I saw that, like when I watched it, I was like, oh,
the touchdown.
Shit. Oh yeah, because I had to watch it afterwards. But yeah, that was a great touchdown.
I can't tell you how good Debo was like yesterday, bro. Like 3rd and longs, Debo gets the ball behind the sticks, first down. Debo gets the ball behind the sticks, first down. Debo gets the ball behind the sticks, first down. Every fucking time, he got the ball behind the sticks and would get a first down.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, South Korea. Okay, there we go. We get
Debo. All I can say when it comes to anybody else on that Niners team, that guy finds a completely whole different level to tap into in the playoffs. He's an absolute fucking winner and a stud, dude. As soon as the playoffs hit, dude, this guy just turns on to a whole nother level. The whole time you're watching him, you're just like, dude, this guy is, oh my god, dude. Oh my god, like everybody thought it was going to be, the running game and CMC and stuff, and he was great. He was great. Don't get me wrong, but the best player on that field yesterday was Debo, hands down, dude. He was when he got that big touchdown that Purdy hit him, dude, and he hit that corner. Oh bro, my!
You see Purdy out there?
Dude.
I love it, man.
Debo, honestly, that's the best yak game I think I've ever seen Debo have in his career.
Hey, bro, it's
my
not
God,
even close. It's not even close.
There was that one where Purdy decided to hit Ayuk deep and Ayuk stopped running the route. That's the thing. Because I do think Debo was wide open. Had Purdy hit Debo would have turned that into a touchdown. Because he would only had to beat one guy and it would have been a touchdown. And
what were you saying, Brandon?
That play was a misread.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh! And then the blocking was perfect.
I don't fully blame Purdy because I think he's like, he had that fucking killer instinct in him yesterday, and he just wanted to go for that fucking killer And honestly, if Ayuk doesn't stop that on that route and keeps going, it's a touchdown. Like I think Purdy made a good decision because I think it's a touchdown if Ayuk can go up and get the ball, but he stopped on his route. So, but I think it is a touchdown if Ayuk keeps going because obviously he should have hit Debo, but my favorite part of that is, dude, fucking Purdy was so pissed, bro. He was like, he was ready to go rip BA a new one for that one. Like, that should have been a touchdown.
I was just impressed by how much scrambling Purdy did. And
hey man, he was moving.
Hey, I'll tell you what, BA fucked him out of 2 touchdowns. He would have had.
BA would have had 2 touchdowns. That last one, dude. BA,
that one in the. I didn't even get there yet. Let me finish the play-by-play. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
My bad.
We're just getting excited.
We're gonna talk about it. I was right there. I'm with you.
Because I'm just kind of getting into the fact that Purdy had 3 passing touchdowns. Could have had 5.
Yes.
Could have had 5. Because I think the one that where the Ayuk stopped on the route for whatever reason, that would have been a touchdown. Because the way that the safety was coming and the way that BA would have just been able to go up high, pull it down, and it would have been a touchdown. I 100% think so. Yeah. But either way, like technically, like 2 of them are on BA's fault, and then another one is on Purdy because Purdy could have technically had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, if he
missed Jennings early.
If he hit Jennings out in the first one was if he would have hit Jennings coming out of that cut coming out of his break immediately, then that's a TD. But he didn't get a chance to.
That's the most rookie thing.
Yeah,
Purdy has his most rookie thing he has in this offense is his anticipation to throw the ball early, like when the route is developing and the guy's going to be open. Purdy doesn't always just throw it and trust his guys to get there. He waits a little bit too long. That's like his biggest thing. But if that's his biggest thing, I don't have a problem because he's playing great. But I'm saying that's his biggest thing to work on during the offseason.
Christian, bet them with the bullshit right now, man.
To be fair, I still think Baker could be doing the same thing in this offense. To be fair, the one thing that I think Baker could have done the same thing, but the one thing I think Baker could have added a little bit better than Purdy is the accurate deep ball down the field. Like we would see more. We would probably be able to use Gray and actually. I do think that would have been added into the offense with Baker. But to be fair, I did think we can win the Super Bowl with Baker. And then in the point where I was still thinking that, which I still think we could if we had Baker. But the way Purdy's playing, I feel confident that we can win it with Purdy now too, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
But I'll still stick with that. I think if Baker Mayfield was in this offense, we would win a Super Bowl because if Kyle was just telling Baker to, I got these guys open, Baker's going to find the wide open guy every single time that Kyle tells him. So, Baker would have been fine in this offense. Yeah.
So, on the ninth defensive drive, first play, Geno is picked off by Diamador Lenore. Great
Called
play.
that shit.
Yes, great play as well. He read the QB's eyes, didn't let Lockett get away from him, jumped the route perfectly. So, we go into our 9th offensive drive. First play, Purdy under center, handoff to Elijah Mitchell, goes nowhere. Next play, Purdy under center, Debo in the backfield, Mitchell in motion, toss to Debo for a few yards. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, 3rd down, and who is it? 3rd and Juwan for the first down. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun, handoff to Mitchell, goes nowhere, a loss of a yard. Next play, Purdy hands off to Mitchell, gains 5 yards. But blows up Neal from the Seahawks in the process. Beautiful truck. This was one of those plays, man, where he just bowled over homeboy. You hit the hit stick in Madden. He hit the hit stick in real life on the field because he ran all over, dude. Next play, Purdy in the shotgun. 3rd down, handoff to CMC, 1st down. Next play, Purdy under center, handoff to Mitchell for a few yards. Next play, Purdy under center. Handoff to Mitchell, gets swaddled up in the backfield. Next play, Purdy under center, fake handoff, rolls out to his left, escapes pressure, runs around. Had BA in the corner of the end zone. BA drops it. We kick a field goal. We're up 41-17. Now, this was the play that Christian started talking about. That was in the corner of the end zone. It hit him right in the hands. And it pained me to watch him drop that because I was like, it was a dart.
it
That was
killed
dark.
IU because after the play, Ayuk
That
laid
would have
on
been
the-
a
on
top
the-
10 play on Sports Center.
Yes.
Dude, play of the year, dude. Freaking so I'm sure he's still fucking. He had nightmares about it last night because like he laid on the field after he dropped that, and then they showed what he did on the sideline. He went, put his helmet down, and just sat on the bench, and then laid down on the bench and covered his face. He was absolutely just freaking
Yeah, because I
distraught
mean,
dropping that ball.
the beauty of that is that shows that you actually give a shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure
yeah.
Ayuk expected it. That's what I think. I don't think he fully expected that. He got caught off guard because Ayuk comes down with a. But God, that was a beautiful throw. Like, dude, for what he did there, like, I know sometimes here and there he'll spin out and kind of make it harder for us to, harder for himself to even complete the play at all. Like he did that a couple times yesterday. But he still has that magic in him where he can make guys miss and get somebody open. Like
I'm gonna leave this up here. I'm gonna finish my play-by-play, but I'm just gonna leave that for all you Jimmy sexuals.
Exactly.
All of y'all that love Jimmy Garoppolo, just read this caption that my friend 49ers Throwback put up there for you. Use your brains, people. Playoff Purdy, 4 TDs, no interceptions.
One thing, Dion, the biggest thing I'd like to see this defense or this offense work on possibly this week, the scramble drill. Because there was one time, there was one where like Purdy's making something happen, and I'm like, and the Debo's just kind of standing there and like, Debo, just you need to take off. Like he wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes because these guys aren't used to that. Let's be honest, they really aren't.
It's what people are watching is still the growth and development of Purdy, along with the cohesiveness of the offense as a singular unit, because there's still things that are a little bit off. We all see that, but at the end of the day, it's working enough because we got 41 points on the fucking board.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like just the small things that I've seen, like when Purdy's scrambling and he's trying to make something happen, and like I'm like, all right, guys. They need to work a little bit better and find the spaces on the scramble drill, where I think that's kind of part where like the scramble drill stuff's where we struggle because the offensive guys they're not used to it, obviously, because Jimmy's not scrambling like that, like Purdy's been doing. But if we can work on a little bit, a play like that in a big game where it's close is going to make a big difference, I think, in these playoffs. So I'm just hoping that we start to see it because like there was one play, I can't remember exactly when it was, but Purdy rolls out to his left. And he's moving it, and he's working the sideline, and he's like, and I think he ended up throwing it out of bounds. But like, Debo's kind of like right there behind the sticks, and there's a linebacker or a corner on him, whatever. And instead of like running out, running towards the end zone and like kind of finding the soft spot, he didn't. And I'm like, move Debo, and like he wasn't, and then it was incomplete. So I'm thinking like, if these guys can work on some scramble drills where like they can get open, I think we're going to see some more bigger plays when Purdy's scrambling, because he's obviously he's scrambling, but you watch him the whole time, his eyes are downfield.
Oh yeah,
we just need those guys to find the soft spot in the zone when he's scrambling, and there were times when we weren't doing that as much. So I think hopefully that's something we can work on.
Yeah, Debo said it himself in his post-game pressure that it kind of makes you a little tired because you have to keep running around trying to get open when the quarterback is doing so. But
and they're not used to it.
Yeah, they're not used to it. And then, I mean, depending on what happens in these playoffs, you're going to have to get used to it, because if Trey Lance winds up being starter, later this year, he scrambles and moves around a lot too. Yeah. But so the 10th defensive drive for us, Seattle with another flag for an ineligible man downfield. That's usually our flag, and it's usually our beloved center, Mr. Jake Brendel, but glad that he's gotten that under control. By this drive, we have now taken out the defensive starters, and we are playing zone all the way, just letting them walk down the field easily. Omenu, who has a sack, Womack was called for pass interference as well, but there was a touchdown pass to DK, 41-23. The Seahawks tried an onside kick, but it didn't work. We recovered. 10th drive offensively for us is just trying to run the clock out and win the game with the game well in hand. Mason is in at running back. Starting O-line is still in there. Game over. So what did we see in this game? Some things to clean up. Definitely several miscues between Purdy and his receivers. Definitely have to continue to work on that. Offensively, we had a fantastic day. 41 points scored. We scored in every quarter. Purdy threw for over 300 yards. We also had CMC with over 100 yards, and he caught a TD pass. Our lone rushing TD came from Brock Purdy himself. Brandon Ayuk went off, had a fantastic game, 3 catches for 73 yards, averaging 24 yards per catch. Every receiver averaged no less than 18 yards per catch. That's insane. And that's only between Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and Jawan Jennings. And Kittle was the lowest at 18.5 yards per catch.
I would say it felt like we threw the ball a lot yesterday.
We did. I'm on my way there. We ran collectively for 101 yards on the ground between Mitchell and CMC for the most part,
and Purdy added to that.
Yeah, and then sprinkle in Deebo, Mason, and Purdy. Great work. We balanced the offense. We were balanced off. We ran 33 times and threw 30. Defensively, we had a good game as well, holding Walker to 63 yards rushing, 1 TD. They barely cracked the 100-yard mark with the help of Geno and DJ Dallas. We sacked Geno 3 times during the game. Demo had an interception. And there was consistent pressure from the D-line. What more can you ask for? Don't forget the forced fumble, too. Yeah, the forced fumble. Charles Omenihu. But yes, there is I saw a few things. They picked on Demo whenever they could. But he played admirably. He didn't play too bad. Mooney disappointed me. DK was working him anytime they were matched up on each other. It just didn't work out, man. DK had 10 catches for 136 yards and 2 TDs. That's a damn good.
Let's be honest though. That's kind of part of it being a divisional game. Like this is Metcalf's 3rd time going against a guy that he's been shut down twice. He was bound. He's too good. He's too good of a receiver to. He was bound to do something. He's going to
figure it out eventually.
Yeah, dude, and he's a damn good receiver. Like, and Mooney didn't play his best game. He just didn't. No, he didn't. But the defense in general didn't have their best game. But the biggest positive to take away is even like our pass rush wasn't there as much as it should be, and really Bosa wasn't making a huge difference in this game as much. But the positive I take away from that is even though Bosa wasn't dominant like we've seen, his boys took over and stepped up for him when we weren't seeing him as much. Omenihu was an absolute fucking monster yesterday, and deserves a lot of credit for how well he played yesterday. And then Armstead obviously got his sack because of Bosa. So so Bosa was like shown, because he makes things happen in general, even though he doesn't get the sack, but like when he wasn't getting the sacks because he didn't have one yesterday, his other guys were stepping up. But he was also there to fall on that fumble too, so that's a big thing. So I'm not putting Bosa down. I'm just saying the positive that I take away from this is when our best guy isn't getting the sacks and his boys are freaking taking over for him and helping. That makes me feel good because when Bosa's actually killing it, if his boys are killing it with him, oh dude, our D line, when Bosa's fucking on and the other guys on the other side are fucking playing like they did yesterday, look out. That's just what gets me excited, that even when our guys didn't have their best games, other guys stepped up. Yeah, so that's the positive I took from our defense. Is like, for example, Mooney wasn't having his best game. Lenore stepped up.
But so for me, we just got to get the DBs tightened up in coverage and not get beat because the road only gets tougher from here. But we won even in the rain, and yes, we could stand the rain. New addition.
To be fair, Dion, to be fair to the DBs, the pass rush was not getting home enough.
It was not.
And it was hurting the DBs. Like that's when you think about Ward turning around and looking for the ball, he's used to the pass rush being there already. He's not thinking, oh shit, I'm running with the guy this long, the ball hasn't come yet. He's like, where the fuck's the ball? Yeah. Because normally as long as he's been running down the field, fucking Bosa's in Geno Smith's face, which is he's probably like, okay, well, what the fuck's going on? And then he looks and then boom, he gets beat. That's exactly what I think happened. He's used to a pass rush getting there because the last 2 times we played the freaking Seahawks, our pass rush was killing them. And so like Mooney's like, why the fuck am I still running? What the hell's going on?
This is what's killing me here. And I want to touch on this. What did Drake Jackson do to wind up in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse?
I don't know what's the doghouse. I think it's an embarrassment of riches.
Listen to me.
We have too many dogs on the D line right now.
Give me just a hot second, Christian.
Okay, go ahead.
Drake Jackson didn't do shit wrong. If it is an embarrassment of riches, you put your best players on the field. So I like Jordan Williams. I like Charles Omenihu. I like Samson Ebukam. But I can tell you this. The man had the most batted passes in the league among defensive linemen.
That's what I was saying.
Why the fuck would you put him on the field to knock down passes from Geno fucking Smith? Like, I don't understand. So there's some decisions that don't make sense to me. And I can tell you this. You know who looked like a regular motherfucker out there? Number 99. He had He had about 2, maybe 3 good plays. But he barely even fucking played. And we got Drake sitting on the sideline inactive for who? Who is taking his spot? That where it's warranted, and they're gonna create an impact that he has. Because I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense to me. And when I looked at Kinlaw, I tried to key in and see when he was there. He didn't get a lot, but Drake Jackson needs to be active. Yeah. He should not be on the sidelines, not doing shit when he's that talented, especially in the fucking playoffs. Are you serious? Like, this is the time when we want him to do what he needs to do.
Dion, I was paying very close attention to Kinlaw yesterday. Extremely. We're all fans of Kinlaw, let's be honest. We want him to do well. So I watched Kinlaw very closely. And I was getting frustrated because I felt he wasn't on the field enough. I feel like he should have been, because from what I saw, every time he wasn't on the field, that's when Walker was getting, them bam, bam, freaking 5-6 yard plays, because we didn't have, I don't feel like we had a good enough runs. The D line wasn't stuffing the run like we're used to. And then when Kinlaw would be in there, Kinlaw may not have always had the tackles, but we were stuffing the run much better just with him being on the field. That's what I noticed. I know we didn't see him in any flashy plays or anything like that, but from what I saw when he was in, the run defense was much better. Like, our run defense looked atrocious when he wasn't in.
Yeah,
because guys were keying in on him when he was in there running. When he's a thought on those for the Seattle's line when they're running the ball. Every time Walker was getting big gains, Kinlaw wasn't in there. So I'm like watching the game. I'm like, where the fuck is Kinlaw? Because every time I see him in there, I'm like, oh, well, they get a 1 or 2
It's because they're too busy trying to manage his knee.
No, just let him fucking go, dude. If it gets
that's my thing. You're in the playoffs. There is no managing of shit. I'm sorry. As a first round pick, put him on the field. I would have sat down with Kinlaw. If I'm Kyle, I do this. I sit down with Kinlaw, I look at him, and I go, this is the playoffs. I'm going to unleash you. You better show me something, because you at this point I need to see something from you, because you haven't given me much to go on, and 50-year option don't look like it's going to get picked up if you keep playing like this. You're going to be looking for a job elsewhere, and we're going to have to find somebody else to be a hog in the middle, because Kevin Givens coming back ate into his time, obviously. But the issue is with Kinlaw, what I saw, there were like several plays where he did make some stops, but there were also a few plays where he just looked like a mediocre ass defensive tackle.
So here's what I saw on the pass plays. I think because he's been gone so long, he needs the reps, and because we're constantly limiting him, he's not been able to get in any kind of rhythm and get like that feeling back. Because I watched him get stood up and pushed back on a pass play where I'm like, okay, that's not Kinlaw.
I saw that.
I noticed that, and I'm like, that's not Kinlaw. What the fuck was that? So what I'm thinking is he needs the reps, and they're not letting him get in any kind of rhythm and start to feel it. Like, obviously he's been gone a long time, and dude, constantly going in every couple of plays here and there is not going to get you in game shape and get him feeling good. Like, they need to let him play, because I don't care. When he's in there, he's better than any other guy that's going to go in for him. I don't care what anybody says. If he's on the field, he's going to be better than anybody else. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He needs to be left the fuck in there and let him start to feel it. And once he starts feeling it, you're going to see a difference. But like, he's always good in the run game. I noticed that from yesterday, but he struggled he struggled a little bit in the pass game because he looked like somebody that was not in game shape, not ready because he hasn't had enough reps, and so he's not the Kinlaw we've seen on pass plays where he's pushing freaking guys back into the quarterback.
Okay.
He should have been able to dominate in the pass game, and he wasn't. Like, he was getting a little bit pushed around, but I think it's because of the switching out so much. Like, they need to just let him play and go do his thing. I firmly believe, I don't care, like, the man fucking is playing for a contract for one, and we know we're better with him in there. Stop fucking putting him out and putting another guy that hurts our fucking run game. Like, I was getting so pissed. Just let him play. Just keep him in there.
So, Brandon, what do you think of what you saw from Kinlaw, man? Like, what did you see? Did you see anything different than what me and Lefty saw? What are your thoughts?
No, I totally agree with you guys as well. I only saw that one big play that he had at the beginning of the game. Other than that, he was kind of quiet, to be honest. You see more from Drake Jackson, honestly. I don't know. Drake Jackson needs more playing time. And I hope this happens next week where he's in there and not on the inactive list.
It bums me out that he's not playing.
Right?
But we do have the best defensive line coach in the NFL.
The Giant.
And we do have an embarrassment of riches. So as much as it's frustrating because I like him, I think we all like him. He's one of our favorite players. He has become. He's been our favorite rookie this year on defense. I think I try to feel like I trust our defensive coaching, like our defensive line coach. I trust. Like, I'm frustrated, but I can understand maybe why they're doing it. Like, they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. We have the best D-line coach in the NFL, the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. Obviously, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, so when you look at this game, man, just from a statistical standpoint, Brock Purdy with this first 300-yard game. That was fantastic. We had CMC go over 100 yards. We held Kenneth Walker to 63. And that basically, so in total, if you're looking at pure runners for the Seahawks, they only had 81 yards in total. So that's still not 100 yards, and that was between Kenneth Walker and DJ Dallas. The only person on there, this is the crazy thing, the only person in their receiving corps that did anything was DK Metcalf. Yep. Everybody else, look at this. DK Metcalf, 10 catches on 13 targets for 136 yards and 2 TDs. He averaged 13.6 yards per catch. Cade Johnson. First of all, anybody know who the fuck this dude is? I ain't never heard of Cade Johnson, ever. Like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. And this dude had 3 catches for 39 yards. Tyler Lockett, 6 catches, 39 yards. Colby Parkinson, 3 for 14. Noah Fant, 1 for 11. Looks like Derek Young, 1 for 11. Kenneth Walker, 1 for 3. So he targeted DK this whole game, and that's where he was making his money, but no one else was getting any targets. And then when you look at it and you flip to the other side of the ball, it's like I was saying earlier, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who were in double digits of yards per catch. Even Elijah Mitchell with his 2 catches had averaged 12.5. So it's just ridiculous what we were able to do. And then when you go over to the defensive side of the ball, Dre Greenlaw with 11 tackles, Charles Omenihu, who had 2 sacks, Armstead had 1 as well. We got the pick with Demo. You know what I'm saying? Special teams was on. Robbie Gold, 4 for 4 on the field goals. Didn't miss not anything. What's going on, Joe? So it was a fantastic game. It worked out well for us, obviously, because we won, and at the same time because things were rolling and we were in sync. The only takeaways that I would say is we got to get better with the pass rush at getting home, and Purdy's just got to continue to develop the rapport with the receivers, and we'll be good. I think that's probably the 2 main things that we have to focus on, and we'll be okay. We don't know who we're playing. Please, dear Lord, let us play on Sunday because I don't want to miss another game because I got to work next week again. I think
it depends on who we play, though.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
if New York wins, we're 100% playing on Sunday.
Okay, so
they won't make.
Oh, so if Minnesota wins, they're gonna probably keep us on Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! I don't need to.
Hey, Minnesota's not, dude. Right now, it should be a 14-point lead. Daniel Jones is fucking carving up
Mm-hmm.
the Vikings.
Minnesota defense?
They should have
Okay.
caught a touchdown, but Daniel Jones is putting the ball where it needs to go, and his receiver just didn't catch
What'd
the
you say,
ball.
Brandon?
It was 3rd and goal, and freaking
It's 17-7 right now. The Giants have the lead.
yeah, but it should have been
But-
21 because Daniel Jones hit his receiver
Yeah.
in the hands at the goal line. Would have been a
Well,
touchdown.
he also
didn't catch it.
had that run in too, but there was a flag on it.
There was a flag, dude. I was trying to tell everybody.
Anyways,
Maybe okay, go ahead. I was just gonna say something, but
I think Brandon froze anyway. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Daniel Jones is like I kept trying to tell people he's actually a pretty good quarterback. He's a fantastic athlete.
You there?
Oh, Brandon, you froze on us, so I kept.
Yeah,
going.
you're kind of you're going in and out. It's getting choppy.
Daniel Jones has got day ball, dude, and he looks fucking amazing. And I want to give Daniel Jones his credit because he's got nobody to throw the fucking ball to, Dion. Nobody. Not one top receiver does Daniel Jones have to throw the ball to, and their best guy, their slot receiver, Shepard, is out.
Now you're better. There you go. Now you look good.
Right. Hey. So like no Shepard for Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, and no freaking top receiver, and he's still killing it.
Yeah. What was you saying,
real quick, I think for us personally, especially going into next week, I think we need to our defense needs to start off better. I feel like they come out starting really slow and getting worked on. And then second half is where they come back all the time and destroy. But I think we need that both halves, because if we play anybody better, we're gonna have an issue here.
What's weird? Check this out really quick. We held them scoreless in the first and the third quarter. It was in the second and the fourth where they actually scored any points.
So what gets me the most with it is because the zone defense is really only works when the pass rush is dominant. You guys know I'm not a fan of zone defense. And I hate it. I hate the zone defense.
I can't stand zone either.
I hate that we run the zone defense because, like, that's why the dink and dunks are working yesterday for Seattle. The pass rush wasn't getting there quick enough, and the dink and dunks are there because we're running zone. And the problem is even when we adjust, we stay in zone. And I'm like, I would prefer to see more man when we need to, like, and I'd like to see us adjust depending on who we're playing. If we're playing zone or man, like for instance, if we play the Eagle, if we have to play the Eagles, the zone scares the living shit out of me against.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown are going to find the soft spots.
That's what I'm saying.
In that zone and sit down in them and chill. And you got to remember, Hurts has had a little bit of time off to be able to kind of rehab that shoulder a little bit. They're probably going to limit him in practice. They'll list him as questionable. And then at the game, of course, he's going to play. We all know questionable just means you're going to play. And especially if you really mean something to the team.
For me, what I'd like to see in order to beat the Eagles, which it's not going to happen. This is just me talking because, I love defense is my favorite. That's it, So what I'd like to see, trying to cover the Eagles, especially because Hurts can run and stuff, and I worry about our zone and him. Against the Eagles, it would make more sense to run a man defense, right? So it'd be you'd run a man defense, but you'd run the 3-4. So you'd go 4 linebackers, and that fourth linebacker, what I would prefer is Drake Jackson. And the reason I say Drake Jackson is because he's faster than anybody else in that linebacking core.
You are making perfect sense.
Right, running the 3-4, you try to hope you can get a pass rush with the three down linemen, and Drake Jackson has to spy Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, you can keep Hurts from doing what he does best, which is going to hurt their run game, and he's going to have to only beat you with his arm. And I like our chances in that sense. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but with these mobile quarterbacks, even against Mahomes, I'd prefer to see us run the 3-4 and have a spy. I know that's not what's going to happen.
That's the main issue with the defense. Really quick is just the fact that DeMeco Ryan said that sometimes, depending on the play, he allows Mooney to travel with the best receiver. But that's extremely rare, and I find that to be a little bit of BS because I barely see Mooney travel if he travels at all. On top of that, Yes, when you're playing a mobile quarterback, you need a fucking spy. That is exactly what you do. Earlier, just not too long ago in the game versus the Buffalo Bills, what happened with Josh Allen? He tried to get out, but Buffalo had what? A spy. And that spy did his job.
Oh, you mean for Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He beat in on him and he stopped him. That's what you do with guys who can hurt you with their legs. And though Jalen Hurts is nowhere near as big as Josh Allen, he's still a viable running threat. And Hurts runs smart. See, Allen, I'll tell you this. The number one thing I don't like about Josh Allen when he runs is the football is not protected. Like he runs with that motherfucker just out there like it's the thing to do. Like if I'm a guy and I have a mobile QB, the first thing I'm going to tell him to do is if you make a decision to run, protect the ball. Mm-hmm. If you keep leaving the ball out there, then I'm going to make you go hang out with the running backs and learn how to run that ball high and tight because there's no reason for you to be able to do so. Mike Vick fumbled a lot in his career because he never protected the ball when he ran. Mm-hmm. So you have to be very mindful of such. And, Jalen Hurts isn't that guy. When he runs, he protects the ball. And if you don't put a spy on him, he can kill you. He will eat you up.
It's like, wouldn't that work somewhat against, I don't know, if the pass rush is getting there, maybe you don't need to.
Yeah, you won't have to.
But like, would it work against, say like Mahomes? Because
no.
So you don't think a spy
works against Patrick Mahomes.
But like, do you think we probably play better against them? Because like, for instance, Jimmy Ward's probably going to play if he's bracketing if he's on Kelsey the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how we struggle as much against the Chiefs this time. It's really only when our other guys get put on the tight ends, like when we played the Raiders. Waller was kind of getting covered by multiple guys. We're like, I like Ward on the tight ends. I think it actually plays to our benefit a lot more. I just wonder if, like, when's the last time we even ran man and got beat to where that's why we went run zone? Because I feel like it's been a while, and since we've had the defense where we're at now, where Ward's been the slot guy and stuff like that, I haven't seen any man. I've only seen zone. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe Lenore becomes more of a liability in man coverage, where Mooney can do man coverage, Ward can cover his guy. I'm not worried too much about the safeties in man coverage either. They've been great, but I don't know. It's interesting to see if we can run any man, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to stick with the zone. But the times where our zone has looked good is when our pass rush is constantly dominating.
Yeah, and that because that's what the zone is based off of. It's like if that front four gets home, then the back end doesn't have a ton of work to do, and they can be a little more free in their play. Mm-hmm. But the issue is when you go up against a team that finds ways to kill that zone, you've got to adjust. Yeah. And I honestly would love to run a defense that's a hybrid of a 3-4/4-3, like
your Bulls one.
Mm-hmm. So maybe
what were you saying, Brandon? Hold up.
Your Bulls one.
You said what?
Your Bulls won.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's what we do.
So here's the thing too: is did the D line not look as good because again it's the third time we're playing Seattle and maybe they have a little more of understanding how to,
That always is a very high probability. I could go with you on that one.
If we're going to win the Super Bowl in these bigger games, our D-line's going to have to step it up the same way the Giants' D-line stepped it up in the 2007 Super Bowl run. Because our defense is kind of similar to how good their defense was when they stopped the undefeated Patriots in that Super Bowl. Yeah. They were getting full-on pressure with four guys, nonstop pressure with four guys. Yeah. And their defense was allowed to play zone coverage and do their thing. So if we are gonna win the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to see. Hopefully, from here on out, we're gonna have to see the defensive line get home, just the four of them.
Yeah,
we can dial up some blitzes here and there, but we're gonna have to get home consistently. Because when you think about it, that's why we made the run we did in 2019. Because what did we do? We had four guys consistently getting to the quarterback consistently.
Yeah. What were you saying, Brandon?
So I had a question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
Who who would you guys rather play next week?
I don't care. I don't care who we play. We're gonna kick somebody's teeth in.
I'm not really worried about whoever we play. Like we'll beat Minnesota,
Yeah.
we'll beat Tampa Bay, we'll beat Dallas. I don't really care. I'd like the Giants to win because I think the Giants will beat Philly 100%. I think they're the one team that can beat Philly because it's a divisional game. But that's what I want to see. I want to play like Tampa Bay or Dallas. I don't really care who. We're gonna wipe the floor with Dallas anyways. They're
I truthfully just don't care. Like it doesn't matter who comes up against us. We have all the advantages in the world when it comes down to it. I don't see people really coming into our house and giving us any issues. We're just playing. We're firing on all cylinders. On a side note, though, man, Beto was cooking your ass in this chat, bro. Beto was cooking you in this chat, man. He said everyone is checking.
Brandon's not at his house.
I was just
I'm
about
not
to
at
say.
home.
Brandon's not at home. His internet at home is fine.
Not at home. He is elsewhere. He is with family for a birthday party. Am I right?
No, just hanging out at my.
Oh, he just hanging out. He just hanging out with his folks, man.
That's
So
why
you gotta blame the kid. You gotta blame the family.
He's at his friend. He's at his friend's house. Freaking. That's why her son's there.
Yeah, but it's all good. But for me, look, man. At the end of the day, we're gonna end it here. Period. Point blank. We went out there. It was 41-23. You know what I'm saying? The only person
Let
really
me make one point, Dion.
Go ahead.
Okay, so with the offense, the one thing I feel like I noticed that I'm kind of so for the longest time we've been like, oh well, Kyle's all about the run. Kyle wants to run the ball. I don't. The more that I watch Kyle this year, since Purdy's been in there, I don't think Kyle wants to run the ball. I think he wants the pass to set up the run.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like every time we expect to see more run and we see more pass, Kyle's passing it because he knows Purdy can do it, and we can freaking move down the field with the passing game and then use the running game accordingly. And we're just used to seeing him run the ball because he hasn't had a quarterback he trusts, so he runs the ball. And I feel like we're seeing what Kyle actually wants to do with this offense and use the pass to set up the run.
Mm. So, yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like the way that things are working, 33 runs, 30 passes. Like, look at that's a very balanced offense.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 in favor of the run. Yeah.
And what are we used to seeing, Kyle? What is Kyle?
Kyle's going to go run
heavy run
because of why we had Jimmy and we had to limit what he did and limit his mistakes. And here's the thing: for a 7th round rookie to come in here and open the book on Kyle's offense like this is really amazing. And I'm very happy to be watching it. This is a really good time to be a Niner fan, although it's any time is a great time to be a Niner fan, man. It's win or lose, period. But I just think that Purdy has opened the door for Kyle to do more. And at the same time, if you've watched Purdy's games, have you ever noticed he does some very Patrick Mahomes-esque type shit? Like Purdy throws on odd angles and he moves, he's submarining the ball, like all kinds of stuff. So I give him credit for that. I'm not calling him Patrick Mahomes by any stretch of the imagination. People do not forget, you don't think that I'm doing so. But I'm saying there are certain things that Mahomes will do that you're starting to see Purdy do, and you're like, yo, what the hell? Like he will literally, if he's got a crease or a crevice in between players, he just will loft it or he'll throw it under. Like he does some really good things, man. And I think that this kid is a star in the making. And the only person in this situation that's losing right now, unfortunately, is Trey Lance, man.
Yeah. So
this hurts.
I'm waiting until we do the whole Hive thing to kind of. I have an idea.
Good.
About that.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I want to share, but I'm waiting until we get all the Hive guys together to do
You're
that.
You're gonna be there,
tonight.
Dion, right?
So
when are you guys going?
I'm just waiting on Zach to tell me the time.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Matt had to work today.
Oh, they're gonna go. What are you guys going tomorrow or something?
Tonight.
Probably tonight.
So I don't know. I may or may not. Yeah. So I'll let you guys know.
I was gonna say, so like what I think is gonna continue to happen anyway is these defenses are gonna play the run the same way Seattle did most of the game. Like because we keep thinking we're just gonna run for 300 yards, and teams They're playing the run. They're playing the run, and that's why freaking guys are getting yak and stuff because Purdy's finding the guys open because they're playing the run and they're bringing the linebackers up. It's going to be interesting when we finally come up with defense. It's like, okay, well, Purdy can obviously fucking sling it. We need to like stop just fucking making him beat us and play the run and giving him a little more respect because I'm interested to see that. Like this next game we play, I'm going to look at. I'm really interested to see how much the defense plays the run because I think they will, and I think it's exactly what Kyle wants. They're playing right into his hands if they're continuing to play the run.
Oh yeah, that is a guarantee.
We're gonna get our yards running the run game no matter what. Kyle's gonna make sure that happens. But they are playing. Teams are playing the run against us and telling Purdy to beat him with his arm, and he's fucking doing it.
Yeah. Oh, look. Hey, Joe, I haven't been in the spaces in God knows how long, so I couldn't tell you who you probably were even talking about, bro. I don't think I've been in the spaces in months. Like maybe almost, in a cool minute. I used to be hanging out in spaces all the time. I just don't do it anymore. But yeah, it's definitely this was a fantastic game, man. We broke them off. We don't have any more issue. We don't have the issue of worrying about what Jimmy's going to do in the playoffs and if he's going to even show up or relying on the run game. The one negative takeaway I have is Elijah Mitchell wasn't getting nothing. Like he didn't get a goddamn thing, man. I don't know what it was. It was weird. It was
because we were passing it more. Like we weren't running it enough.
Well, I mean, 33 runs to 33 passes. It wasn't much, but like when you look at Mitchell, he had 9 carries for 2 yards, bro.
Dude, every time he touched the ball, the guys were.
Yeah, they were. I feel like the blocking scheme didn't work right for him or something.
Every time he touched the ball, easy. I feel like every time he touched the ball, fucking Brunskill's bitch ass was at right guard. And God, that guy was getting fucking thrown around like a little ragdoll bitch the whole time he was in there. Every single time getting pushed back into Purdy on the run game. As soon as we hiked the ball, fucking pushed back into the running back. Dude, he was fucking terrible. Mm-hmm. So like that was part of it too, that like because Mitchell was kind of hitting the right side a little bit more when he was getting the ball and fucking Brunskill couldn't fucking block shit. Dude, he's getting bullied the whole game. Looked terrible.
Oh, now this right here. Come on, Joe. You know that's a lie. Ain't nobody. The Vikings ain't winning a Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins is never going to win a Super Bowl. I've said that, and I'll stick to that. He will never win a Super Bowl. He will pad his stats to get his money, as he should, because hey, the league making billions while you're only making millions. So think about it like this, and. Still to this day, I cannot believe that the NFL is a nonprofit. That makes no sense.
They're a nonprofit?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Look it up. NFL is a nonprofit. What? How?
That's why they run their season like wrestling does with their shows.
Uh-huh.
The storyline.
It's straight up ridiculous, bro. And for me, that's kind of what it is. What do you say? Seahawks go to, yeah. I think they plan for him, but you got to plan. If you're the Seahawks, my game plan would be stop CMC and make sure to contain Debo and BA.
Their whole game plan. Their whole game plan was stop the run. Their whole game plan was make Purdy beat us, and Purdy did. Yeah. Third and long, Purdy hit Debo in stride, first down. Third and long, Purdy hit Debo in stride, first down. Third and long, Purdy hit freaking Jennings behind the sticks. Jennings gets the first down. Every single third and long, Purdy hit our receivers in stride behind the sticks, and they ran for a first down.
Yeah.
They played the run 100% and said, Purdy, you need to beat us, and Purdy did.
And he did. Yeah,
Purdy did.
And I think what's crazy is when you look at it, teams are always probably looking and going, well, we got some film. We can do this. We can do that. Well, your film obviously led you to nothing because you still lost and this kid still broke you off. Like I said, man, that's over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 sack, no interceptions. So his contribution can't even be understated. And then at the same time, the rushing touchdown. So that's 4 TDs in 1 game.
Could have had 7. He left 3 touchdowns.
Bring your mic, Chris.
Three touchdowns he left off the board. The one he fucked up that he didn't hit
Juwan properly.
That ended up being a field goal.
Yeah. The corner one to BA.
The corner one to BA, and then the deep shot to BA. That we ended up not scoring on that drive You know what I mean? So, or maybe we got a field goal. Either way, we didn't get a touchdown. That he could have had 7 fucking touchdowns. He just kind of, did rookie mistakes here and there, and then BA kind of fucked him twice. But either way, like, dude, it's crazy to think that he could have had 6 passing touchdowns this past game and 7 total touchdowns. It's absolutely insane that he was this fucking close from 7 total touchdowns yesterday. Yeah. That close to like having an unfucking believable.
And I mean, to think about it like this. The beauty of it is that's on the table, and we still put up 41. Like that's where I appreciate it. And at the same time, thank you, Robbie, for showing up in the playoffs and not missing a field goal, baby. I appreciate you.
Exactly. Hey, honestly, if Kyle Shanahan's teams are fucking averaging 40 points in the playoffs, good luck.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck, bro.
Yeah, what Brock Purdy, 49ers throwback says, Brock Purdy did a great, really good job of staying alive, Coach Pete Carroll said. I don't know why we couldn't sack the guy, chased him all over the place. You couldn't sack him because he's not a statue like Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the whole point. Yep. And it's not for me to down on Jimmy, but that's just the point of it. Purdy is mobile. Jimmy is not. It's very, very simple. There's nothing else to it.
You know what's crazy? That we scored 41 points without Kittle really being a factor in the passing game. He's going to be a factor in these playoffs. And he's going to be a factor in these playoffs, and he wasn't that big a factor in this game. So think about that.
Broke my kickstand.
Think about it that way, like how good our offense was to put up 41 points, and Kittle's wasn't even like fully involved.
He wasn't, and Kittle. And the crazy thing is, Kittle didn't score any TDs, but I mean, like
he had 1 or 2 catches.
Yeah, he only had a few catches. But the beauty of our team is there's so much unselfishness that nobody's coming out bitching and complaining when they don't get. At the end of the day, it's like, did we get the win? Yeah.
These boys just want to win, dude. They don't give a shit.
Shout out Joe Mahoney's boy, Danny Gray. Nice play on special teams. I saw that. He's coming along. And see, here's the thing. I think this was his red shirt year. This was his, hey, develop, get right. Because not too long ago, I remember BA saying that Kyle told him he was never coached right, from Pop Warner all the way through college.
Interesting.
And I'm like, he was coached by Herm Edwards. The fuck are you talking about?
Who, BA?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He went to ASU when Herm was there, even though ASU did Herm Greasy, which to me is a bunch of bullshit. But
I think Herm was there like barely.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, BA was still there. And to me, like it says that Kyle likes certain, things to be done in a specific way. So maybe that's the development of these things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything. I honestly, I look at it like this. He likes the red shirt guys, and the next thing you know, he'll be fine. But we are gonna go ahead and end it here, man.
Freaking John V.
Everybody for coming and hanging out. What'd you say, Brandon?
John V's comment.
Oh, what did he even say?
Send him a tripod for his birthday.
Oh yeah. He said stop fucking with him, bro.
So he was watching his YouTube Kids, and it broke off. So I was trying to put it back together.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, man. But it was a good thing. We had a great game. Everyone is firing on all cylinders. We look good. We have four of our top targets averaging over 18 yards a catch. That's really hard to stop. So anybody that's coming along to face us, good fucking luck, because you're not gonna win unless you can stop that. If your top 4 targets, and the man only threw to what, 5-6 people, if that,
bro.
Tell me if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He threw to 7 people. 3 of which were technically running backs, because I count Juice as a running back because he's a fullback, but he has to be in that room. And then you only had 1 tight end, which was Kittle, and everybody else were the usual suspects, Debo, Ayuk, and JJ. So there's nothing else that you can really do.
There's not many good defenses left in this playoffs. So
no.
You tell me what defense is gonna slow this offense down.
I will tell you this: there are certain pass rushers that bother me. If the G-men win and we have to face, and we by some freak of nature problem we have to face them, I don't want
dude,
Thibodeau.
I think we match up so well against.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna tell you this. I want no parts of McGlinchey having to face Thibodeau.
Nah, Thibodeau goes on the other side. It'll be
But what do you do as a defensive coordinator?
Hey,
somebody's weak. You put your best player on there.
McGlinchey was one of our best linemen yesterday, so maybe he'll continue that. He was fantastic. He had a good ass game. We didn't call his name.
He didn't have.
We didn't call his name one time yesterday. And if McGlinchey can do that again, I'm not too worried. Eagles pass rush is good, but their defense is ass.
Well, we will see what happens.
Look what Dak Prescott did against that
Eagles
defense.
are too overhyped.
Yeah.
Look how shit the Cowboys were against that freaking Washington defense, but then what they did to that fucking Eagles defense, bro. What they did to that Eagles defense was insane.
Yeah.
The Eagles do have a good pass rush, but their defense does not scare me at all. It's their offense that I worry about.
Their offense versus our zone defense can be question marks. Yeah.
But I'm not too worried.
Thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out with us, man. Terradome, my guy, definitely gonna have to catch the replay, man. He came home he came in right at the end. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. These are my guys, Brandon and Lefty's Forever Faithful Podcast. You always see us, kind of simulcasting, streaming on both of each other's channels. But we do appreciate it. What's up, Rick Diaz? But we do appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. If you came in late, just catch the replay. But other than that, we're gonna get up out of here. We'll wait to see who we play next week. And I believe that Lefty and Brandon will be on later with the Hive. But until then, by all means, everybody, go Niners.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.